Coming soon, Shoppe Sylvan returns for its second year at the Sylvan Lake Community Center, and among the many local vendors that you can support is Colleen Galacz, owner of Veity Designs, who joins us now on the Splash Live to tell us more about her business and what you can expect from her and her team at Shoppe Sylvan. Colleen, thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to have you on to introduce the community to Veity Designs. Tell us a little more about how it started and how you got underway on this creative endeavor.
Sure. My business partner, Crystal, and I, we started this kind of on a whim, making some personalized things for our company Christmas party. And we posted it online and tagged Holly Campbell in the post, and she shared it from there, and it went viral. So Veity was born from that.
And what kind of products or designs can visitors expect you to bring to Shoppe Sylvan and maybe be able to interact with or hopefully purchase a few along the way?
Absolutely. Well, we have a long line of Lions gear, Tigers gear, some different just Detroit branded merchandise, just some things to really kick off the spirit of Detroit.
And what are some of the materials that you enjoy working with the most as you create these designs? Because they're not just your average run-of-the-mill cookie-cutter designs. These are things that you are putting specific artistic focus into to make them special and unique as they're made by someone local to our community.
Absolutely. So we really go for comfort. We use high-end materials, different fabrics that we source, on-trend design. Just really, if we see something out there that we would wear, she and I would wear, then we're going to bring it in and do something cool to it.
And we know that the goal of something like Shoppe Sylvan is to get more people out to the Sylvan Lake Community Center to support our local businesses and these small businesses that are rising in our community, these creative endeavors, and gets to know the people that are behind some of these interesting efforts. And so as you've been building Veity Designs, how has the community influenced either the designs or the way that you operate to be able to make these creative endeavors move forward and, of course, run a small business right here in our greater West Bloomfield area?
Sure. Well, we've actually been very fortunate that our sports teams have done well in the city. And so that has obviously helped with business and the support from the community. And we're just kind of rolling with it, hoping that, everything with the Lions continues and we see maybe a Super Bowl win this year.
That would be very nice, and hopefully would be quite a big promotion for some of your Lions gear, not only in anticipation when people go out to Shoppe Sylvan here in a short little while, but even afterward. And you can find even more about Shoppe Sylvan and their vendors on their Instagram page at Shoppe Sylvan. That's SHOPPE Sylvan for even more information. And to be able to get out and join an event like Shoppe Sylvan, where you're able to interface with people in your community, the same community that many of these individuals are operating these businesses in, how does that provide not only a great opportunity for sales, but also for inspiration?
Absolutely. We have some really great vendors alongside of us that I'm excited to be a part of, and we're honored to be a part of. I've attended the event for years, and it's well done and well put together, and the creators have really curated some really great vendors, and we just look to network and gain inspiration from them.
And it's also an opportunity for you to have the community get to know you as well. And so as you're able to get to know the local small business community, you've mentioned being able to get inspired by some of the work that they do, the way that they operate their business, learn a few things. It's also, I'd imagine, a great opportunity to form some partnerships for small businesses, for locally owned businesses, I would imagine is something that's really helpful as you continue to grow together.
For sure. We do have an online presence, but it's always good to get out there and let people touch, see, feel, meet us and see, what's behind the magic here.
You can find more about Veity on their Instagram page, Veity Forward on Instagram, or Shoppe Sylvan for more on all the vendors that will be at Shoppe Sylvan coming up in early November at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Going to be a really fun event. Colleen, as a creative entrepreneur, what have been some of your biggest challenges along the way? How have you overcome those and turned them into ultimately a positive for your particular company?
Sure. A lot of times it's just kind of coming up with new designs and, trying to get to that creative point, and you get in those creative funks. But there's so much that we draw inspiration from throughout the city and throughout our communities we continue to draw from that, and our creative process kind of rolls with it. But yeah, sometimes just being caught in that creative funk is hard to get out of, but we find our best to get through it.
So people see you at a local event, they see you at Shoppe Sylvan, they walk in, they walk up to your vendor stand, they're going to look at all these different designs. What do you believe is going to be the biggest eye catcher that you're going to bring to Shoppe Sylvan?
Well, some of our number one selling items, like I said, are some of our Lions things, but really the Detroit branded merchandise. I think there's just so much pride that the Detroiters and the Metro Detroiters have in that the Detroit items seem to be our number one sellers. Even if you're a huge Lions fan, you can wear that Detroit sweatshirt or T-shirt or tank throughout the year and really, really show off where you're from.
And so as people are getting ready for the holiday season, they're going to be doing a lot of their shopping coming up. We're going to hear so much about the importance of shopping local. We're going to hear it in all these different commercials. We'll hear it from the chambers of commerce in the local area. But ultimately, who it really impacts are people like you and small business owners here in our community. So when people do focus their holiday shopping or other high purchase times of the year on our small businesses, just how big of an impact does it actually make on them?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it's majority of our business is local. Although we have an online presence and people purchase from all over the country, really it's our local, it started with family, friends, and then it's just word of mouth that spreads. So it is so important. I know not only for me as a vendor, but so many of the other vendors that will be at Shoppe Sylvan, for the community to really support them. And these events are huge. This is what puts food on the table. So we appreciate anyone that's out there and willing to support us.
So many different designs will be available at Shoppe Sylvan, along with vendors from all across Sylvan Lake, Keagle Harbor, and around the greater West Bloomfield area. For more information on that, follow Shoppe Sylvan on their Instagram page at Shoppe Sylvan. That's SHOPPE Sylvan, or head on over to our website, civiccentertv.com. You'll find even more information and some of our recent interviews about this upcoming event happening at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Colleen, when you go to this event, when you have this interaction with all of these different customers, hopefully, or at the very least, people that are your local neighbors, what do you take away at the end, other than, of course, some business opportunities to be able to interface with your local community like this once again this year?
There's just so much positive energy that comes from these events. You just gain a lot of new friendships, a lot of new just connections that you make throughout it. But the energy at the end of these events are just incredible, and you leave on such a high. Obviously the business part of it is great, but really that connection to community is so important, and it's really what we're looking most forward to.
Sunday, November 9th, 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Shoppe Sylvan will feature local vendors from small businesses right here in the greater West Bloomfield area, including Veity Designs, where Colleen Galacz joins us on today's edition of The Splash Live. Colleen, before we let you go today, I want to give you one more opportunity to tell the people of greater West Bloomfield a little bit more about Veity Designs and what this effort means to you, to your family, and of course, to your artistic side as well as you continue to operate this business in our area.
Yeah, well, it means so much. Again, just to be invited and included in the Shoppe Sylvan was a huge honor. And then to see our local community support us and seeing our gear being worn on the streets, it's pretty cool. We're so grateful and feel so fortunate to have been given this opportunity in so many ways. From just even the Holly Campbell repost, a year ago, that really put us on the map, to again, seeing our designs on the street, it's awesome. And so we're really, truly grateful for this opportunity.
Plenty of interesting, unique, and even custom designs available. Check out their Instagram page at Veity Forward for even more information. Colleen, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.